How's it going? Thought I'd make a video about this brake and clutch pedal setup for the Mustang, or what I'm planning to do. So I've got a TKX transmission. I'm getting rid of the 3-speed. You can't see it, but it's down there. 3-speed top loader. I think it was cool, but not for driving around town. Not for that. Cool for like old history. 3-speed top loader, cool. But anyways, yeah, TKX transmission, and then of course the 3-speed used a clutch linkage and like the Z-bar stuff, which is probably fine. I don't know. I was gonna run it, but I had to buy a new belt housing to go with the TKX because the TKX has a different size. It's all different. It's a different length belt housing. Maybe you're not able to see it, but prongs are different lengths. That's a bad shot. They're different lengths. The belt housing pattern, as far as how the tranny bolts up to the belt housing, it's the same with the old the 4-speed wide pattern, because that's a T5 belt housing pattern. It's got the narrower, the one there, there, and there. This has bop bop bing boom, the big wide one. So you got to run the the wide pattern with the TKX, and I just noticed that hole's threaded, but so is this one. I wonder if you can run this for a T5 as well. Anyways, with the TKX and the old 4-speed or 3-speed belt housing, these holes are different sizes. So I think these are larger, so you can run or these might be smaller, so you can run the TKX on that with an adapter. Basically, what I'm trying to get to is that I'm using a cable style clutch setup with the TKX. So these bad boys, these had a clutch pedal, and there was a rod here that would go down on the clutch pedal into the firewall and actuate the Z-bar, which would push in on the whatever this thing's called for the clutch that pushes off the throw bearing. This would push that, but with the T5 or the cable clutch style, which is just like a T5 Fox body stock Mustang stock Fox body stuff, that pulls the clutch lever. So what I'm gonna do is I got this cheap Chinese clutch quadrant thing, and I'm gonna make a bracket. I'm gonna take this arm thing and move it out here so that this pin is in that hole right there, and then the quadrant's gonna run inside this pedal, and then I'm just gonna run a stock Fox body clutch cable, and then I'm gonna either make a hole in the firewall, and then use this style adjuster if I can figure out how that works. Or do something else, but that's the plan for now, is somehow make this Fox body style clutch cable actuator quadrant thingy-majig work with the 72 pedals. With these pedals, these aren't necessarily worn out or anything. There's kind of some slop in there. You can see I'll move the pedal, the housing don't move, brake pedal, not as bad. Anyways, they sell rebuild kits online. They're like $60, $70. They're kind of expensive, but they have roller bearings for the clutch pedal, and then for the brake pedal, it's the standard plastic replacements. For some reason, they don't offer roller bearings for the brake pedals. I don't know why they don't. So I'll make another video when this is all done. Probably, I hope so. But basically, there's just a clip on here. This whole thing pops out. Clutch pedal comes out, and then these things kind of pop out, and then you take washers with the kit, put them in here, put the pedal in place, weld the washer in, take the pedal out, weld the washer in fully, and then there's roller bearings for the clutch pedal, which is cool. So yeah, plan is make that fit on there somehow, and then it's gonna go back in the car, and gonna have it set up pretty quick to convert to a cable clutch. That's all you really gotta do. Is they do sell kits to use a factory clutch linkage, this whole factory pedal thing, but the cable alone is like 150 bucks. Or, you know, I don't want to spend that. This cable is $40 with this quadrant. And these are super replaceable. Any parts store should have these. And you know, a random aftermarket Mustang one's not going to have it because you got to get it ordered to your house. I've had it before, my previous car, where this cable got too close to the exhaust and it melted like the outer plastic sheathing, and somehow that melted the cable and the cable stretched really bad. I don't want that to happen again, so I always carry around a second cable in that car. I'll probably do the same for this car. So what I want for this to happen is that I want to fabricate something so that the stock, or you know, stock replacement style Fox body clutch quadrant fits on here, and I can easily change out the cable if need be on the road somewhere, because it's happening before and that's scary. And yeah, I'll throw the roller bearings in there. I guess they're just bearings. I'll throw the bearings in there, and the roller bearings. Maybe paint it, put it back in the car, and yeah. So far I've been doing some super good high quality body work over here on the firewall. Yeah, with the pedal semi gone, you just kind of hang out, and the master one was kind of sketchy. Anyways, I was doing stitch welds when I put a new piece of steel over here, so it's not like a full seam. I was putting in some short strand Bondo or long strand, whatever the stuff's called, and I'm gonna sand it down mainly just so I have like some protection here for like against rust and corrosion. I know I should have done a full bead in the whole corner, but the metal being so thin, it's really hard to do that without burning through. And then you got more weld, and you're just gonna burn through more. So it was more practical for me to just do stitch welds like that. And then I'll probably finish doing some body work there, and then I'll scuff up the paint or the Por 15. I put Por 15 in the engine bay, as you can probably see. I'll scuff it up and then maybe apply a second layer. And then I got some high build primer. I'll spray it in there on top of the Por 15, and then put on my actual paint. And yeah, a little update, I guess. Okay. Bye-bye.